Since its opening over a year ago, Dog and Scone has become a popular attraction for locals who can grab a bite to eat while petting a pooch. But how ethical is the cafe when you consider the effects on the dogs? The constant attention and heavy petting from customers can cause some dogs to become stressed and overwhelmed and unhappy. The cafe has measures in place to protect their dogs.
They have their own toilet, which they're free to go into whenever they want, and they do when they're stressed. Like Teddy, the new Pomeranian, and when she first started coming to the cafe, she would just have little breaks in there because she'd get overwhelmed by the amount of people coming. Or they just sit on the beanbags, and we tell people to sit next to them and not touch them, instead of picking them up, because obviously you do get people who come in and when they're asleep they wake them up for a picture, which isn't really fair.
There are also plenty of visual reminders about what you can and can't do with the dogs. But these measures do not always work. Coffee the corgi had to be removed from the cafe because of stress.
He just didn't like the life of the cafe sort of thing, so he gets looked after by one of our staff members called Taz now. So he's currently in Cambridge.
I took a trip to Desmond Dean to ask dog owners their opinion on dog cafes and if they thought they were good for the dogs.
I do understand that people who can't have a dog would possibly want to spend time with one. We just must be very mindful that it's not in the dog's interest to be stressed out or used as a play toy for a human.
I think as long as the dogs enjoy it,
yeah.
That it must be a bit distressing if they don't like it and then there's just people there all the time. Because when we first got Nula, she was petrified of other people, so we had to gradually bring her into it.
It's not particularly nice for dogs, is it? I don't agree with it as a concept.
A lot of it will depend on the dog, because some dogs are very highly strung and they don't like strangers.
The national charity Dogs Trust commented,
"Dog cafes can have lovely advantages, however it depends on the individual dog and whether or not they feel comfortable in that environment."
The dog cafes clearly divide opinion now, but if cases like coffee continue to happen, further questions will surely follow.